There may be something in your life right now that you go to when you're stressed, and you don't even realize how addictive it's been for you. After 22 years, I finally realized I had an addiction. It's an addiction to the cell phone. It started back in the late 90s with Nokia. Some of you might remember these phones. It even had a game on it called Snake. It was far more fun than it looks, I promise. But that really was just the beginning. It was cool to be able to call other people, but it was actually in the early 2000s when I got a BlackBerry that things got really, really bad. I mean, look, it even has a keyboard. You could text, you could email anytime, anywhere. The problem with that is I'm married and I have, at the time, 2 little kids. They didn't want me texting and emailing anytime, anywhere. In fact, oftentimes they would interrupt my work from home and try to get my attention. And even my wife would rebuke me and ask me to quit. And I would just say, don't worry, it's just a busy season. Or it's not that bad. I can still hear what you're saying. It got so bad that finally, at one point, what finally got my attention was when she said, if you're going to be working like this 24/7, then I don't know if I want to be married to a pastor anymore. She was basically wanting me to either change my job or change my personality. And so I had a decision to make. And I asked her, just give me a year to show you that I can still live out my calling, and that includes being a good father and a good husband. And so she gave me that year, and we went through counseling, and we learned to communicate better. Crisis averted. And then Steve Jobs invented the iPhone. I mean, this was a game changer. Do you know how difficult it is not to look at your phone? I mean, our smartphone has access to the world. It's at our fingertips. And did you know that the iPhone is millions of times faster than the computer that actually guided the astronauts to the moon? And we have that in the palm of our hand. And actually, it's incredibly addictive. In fact, listen to what Psychology Today has to say about it. Your phone triggers happy chemicals by bringing good news and social support. The thought of your phone actually activates a pathway that flows to your happy chemicals. The problem is that soon these chemicals are metabolized and you have to do more to get more. Even more haunting from this article, it says, our brain is not designed to release good feelings all the time for no reason. And how much more problematic is it for those children whose brains are still developing?